Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome if you are new, and welcome back to True Crime Tuesdays. Today's case is actually Ted Bundy, obviously a very well-known case, and it's just a general summary of the case and not like great details of everything. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started, I don't mean any disrespect to anyone I talk about in this video. This is all information that I found online and have compiled into one video. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, Ted Bundy came from a family, obviously, but his father was never properly identified, so that obviously creates issues from the beginning. But his full name was Theodore Robert Bundy, and he became a serial killer during the 1970s, which is when this case took place. Ted Bundy was a very handsome, charismatic character, which made him approachable for people, and like he wasn't the kind of man that if you saw him in public you would automatically be creeped out or anything. He was very just friendly, gave off this like friendly, nice kind of vibe. So he wasn't the kind of person that a woman would see and immediately dash. Like, yeah, it made it a lot easier for him to approach a woman, and that all of his victims were women. Now, he would approach most of his victims in public places, which is really unusual for serial killers because obviously in a public place it's more easy to get caught, but because of the type of guy that he was, it was very easy for him to approach people. So Ted Bundy would find his victims, which were all female, and they were quite young women. Like, the profile of the kind of women he attacked were fairly young, but not like kids, just like young women. So he would approach them in public places and then knock them unconscious. A lot of them he decapitated. There are at least 12 women that he decapitated, and not only that, but he kept the heads for his own as sort of a trophy come token sort of thing. So throughout the 1970s, Ted killed a lot of people, and this was because of who he was. Like, because of the type of person he wasn't easily suspected. However, during 1975, he was arrested in Utah, I'm not really sure how to say that, but he was arrested there for kidnap. After this, he often became suspects in other cases, but for a while he wasn't caught. So like I said, it took a while for them to catch him. He was actually caught on the 16th of August 1975. This was on a highway in Utah because he spotted a patrol car and like tried to flee the area, so that automatically made him suspicious and he was caught. Now, Ted spent a lot of time in different prisons, and he actually managed to escape one time. On June 7th, he was on his way from the prison to a hearing, and he actually managed to escape their area, but obviously he was reobtained. He also managed to escape of December 30th, 1977 again, which may I just say is awful for someone to be able to escape twice, especially someone with so many charges. I'm now going to talk about the charges. He was charged with aggravated kidnapping, attempted murder, burglary, and also murder. So that is quite a lot of charges. As you can suspect, he would have spent a long time in prison. Yeah, during his interrogation / over the time he was doing interviews, he confessed to over 30 homicides. So that is 30 murders, but there could be a lot more victims, that there could be less victims than that, likely more, but he confessed to 30 different ones. Overall, it is suspected that Ted Bundy could have over 100 victims, all females, whether some with disabilities and things like that, where he would sexually assault them before killing them. I'm now going to talk about where his victims were. He had 11 victims in Washington, and he had 8 victims in Utah, 3 in Colorado, I'm not sure how to say that, and 3 in Florida. 2 in Idaho, I'm not quite sure how to say that, 2 in Oregon and 1 in California. They are all of the areas in which he admits to have killed people. All of the killings are believed to happen between 1974 and 1978, so that's a 4-year period where he killed at least 30 people, which is a lot of people and obviously makes him qualify into being a serial killer, because you have to kill multiple people across a bigger time span to be a serial killer. It's only a massacre if it's all at once, whereas as a serial killer it happens over a longer time span. This case is hugely spread in the media even now. There's about 8 films which are all related to this case, so many books, so many TV shows just covering this case and covering so much information on it. It's such a famous case, and I just wanted to do a general summary. In Florida State Prison on January 24th, 1989, Ted Bundy was actually executed by an electric chair, so his form of death or criminal punishment was death by electrocution. After his death, his body was cremated in Grainesville, Florida, and the ashes were scattered. And his ashes were scattered in a disclosed location in Washington. So that has been my covering of the Ted Bundy case. I basically just I didn't want it to be too long basically. So that is all the information that I have for you to do all today. I'm sorry if I missed out any big bits of information that you would have liked to see in this video, but you can always check out it online. Literally, you just have to Google Ted Bundy and it comes up everywhere. There's so much information on it. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up or give it a like. I don't know what that's called, and I also don't think that's what I normally say, but yeah. If you want to join the family, make sure you hit the big red subscribe button down below. We are super close to 200 subscribers and I upload at least 3 times a week, if not more. And check out my other social media, it'll all be in the description box down below. See you next time, goodbye.